How you doing today, guys? This is Alex Gomez, your favorite teacher in the whole world. Today we're going to talk about theoretical probability of compound events. That means we're going to do a few more different samples of how we can get the probability of more than one thing's happening. Okay, in this case, we have what it looks like a tree diagram that we got to fill out. So it says, number one, each student receives one of 4 calculator models. So there's 4 different types of calculators. And one of 3 types of rulers. So there's 3 different types of rulers. Fill in the 3 diagrams to show the probabilities of receiving each type of calculator and ruler. The first one in each row is done for you. Okay, so this is the student. It says each student. So each student can get one, maybe all of them. We don't know. We're going to find that probability. So there's 4 different types of calculators and 3 different types of rulers. So how many possible outcomes do we have? We have 4 calculators and how many rulers? 3 different, right? So my total possible outcome should be 12, and we're going to verify that. Let's see. So student, a 4th of the calculator because there's 4 of them, right? So all we do, we just keep filling this in. Because 4 fourths makes a whole, right? And that's gonna be the 4 calculators. Now the rulers, it says the first row is already done for you. So all we gotta do is fill this up all the way down. 1/3, because there's 3 different types of rulers, right? 1/3, 1/3. And I could just draw a line with the arrow that way, saying that it's the same, but because of this video, I want to make sure that everybody gets what I'm doing. That all we're doing is filling this up. That's the probability of getting a ruler. Now, for each combination, it'll be what? 1/12, right? To get up both of them. So, all we're doing is filling this up. 1/12. And for this one, yes, I'm just going to write it like that. That means 1/12 expands all across that. So it says each combination is a 12th possibility, 1 out of 12 chances of you getting the 4 different types of calculators and the 3 different types of rulers. That's all it is. So let's see. We're going to use the tree diagram to answer 2, 3, and 4. What is the probability of receiving each type of calculator? It's right here, this row. What is the probability of? 1 out of 4. It's already filled up for you. All we have to do is transfer it back. What is the probability of receiving each ruler?
1/3.
1 out of 3. What is the probability of receiving a certain combination of calculator and ruler?
1/12.
1 out of 12. Now, how is this? What is it? How is this calculated? Simple. We have 1/4. Agreed?
Yeah.
Times what?
1/3.
1/3. When you multiply the numerator, you get 1. And on the bottom, you get 12, which is the number that we found right here. Any questions on this? Filling up a tree diagram or creating a tree diagram. Now, we have 2 more examples, 5, oh, that's it, just 1 more with ABC, 3 answer choices, okay? Not 3 answer choices, but 3 answers. 2 students are playing a game with a quarter and a spinner that is divided into equal sixths. So it's the spinner has 6 sides, 6 sections. Each section is number 1 through 6. Each player tosses the coin and spins the spinner whenever they get the turn. So, the coin, what are the total possible outcomes for a coin? We have heads and tails. So for the coin, which is the quarter, we have 2 total possible outcomes. And for the spinner, it says right here, how many?
1 to 6.
6 total possible outcomes. So my total possible outcome should be 12. And we're gonna find that. We're gonna make sure of that. Now, how many outcomes are possible for tossing the coin? 2 of them, we found that right there. When you get heads and you get tails, it's already done for us. How many possible outcomes for the spin? 6. So we have 6. And it says list them. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or you can even draw the spinner right here and divide it into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And how many total possible outcomes when you toss and spin? We found them. 12, because you got it's gonna be 12. It'll be 2 times 6. It says list them, so you will have to do like on the other example when we had heads with 1, heads with 2, tails with 1, and then, so you can do like heads 1, heads 2, heads 3, heads 4, heads 5, and heads 6. You see where I'm getting the heads and the numbers from?
Yep.
The numbers are from the spinner and heads for the quarter. Now we have tails 1, tails 2, tails 3, tails 4, tails 5, and tails 6. Those are my total possible outcomes or combinations that I can get. Any questions on finding this? So remember, the key part is to find the probability for each one of them, or the total possible outcomes for each one of them. And then whenever you're gonna find the total possible outcome for all the events together, multiply the total possible outcomes for each one of them, and you're gonna get this one right here. Any questions? That's it for today, guys. Have a good day.